The following may include subject matters of war, violence, loss, and adult themes which may not be appropriate for all audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hail, faraway friends. Our campaign of Gold, Green, and Red was always going to be a difficult story for me to tell. It is, after all, a war story, and I've drawn upon some of my own real-life experiences in the Iraq War to inform the tale. Tonight, we've arrived at another raw moment in the saga. This episode is going to address the abuse that one of the central NPCs endured from her father when she was a child. As a survivor of sexual assault myself, I thought long and hard before introducing and then playing through this story arc. In full candor, I felt a growing fear as we marched toward tonight's session. Yet as vulnerable as I feel in portraying this, I know it will be important for someone watching, either now or in the future. We do not shy away from hard scenes because we're afraid. This is why we came. To feel, to grow, to dare, to speak the full truth of human experience in all its light and dark. Thank you for trusting us on this journey. May we always be worthy of that. You are not alone. Faraway friends, welcome to Darkeport. We are here. Important to note, this is going to be the last session before we go on hiatus.
What?
Caitlin, would you like to speak to that?
Listen, I know you're going to miss Gold, Green, and Red because it's amazing, but you will not be left wanting because you can still catch this face, another familiar face who unfortunately is not here tonight, and many other amazing faces playing Curse of Strahd in our other campaign. So all of December we'll be here at the same time, Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Central Time, airing Curse of Strahd, and all the previous episodes are up on YouTube so you can catch up with where we're at, and we hope you guys will still be here every Tuesday to see that campaign, because it's a good time and a nice, palate cleanser, different thing.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Yes.
Course.
That's the one. Shout out to Alex and Morgan and the rest of the Chaos crew over at Constructed Chaos. Thank you so much for being fellow travelers on this weird and sometimes unexpected journey. We appreciate you so much. Come back soon. And
for free yesterday. You could have been watching Witcher Willy's Wild Wild Adventure. We only got 3 episodes left, guys. It's really getting good. So just make sure to check that out Monday nights at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern. We got 3 episodes left coming right at you.
Also known as 7 p.m. Central.
Yes.
Where we are.
I don't know math that well, Miss Strahd.
Sorry, Willie. Sorry, Willie.
Yeah,
All he
please
knows
come
is
check us
mom.
out. It's so fun.
Last episode was less than 20 minutes. It was real short. So
It was real short.
We're offering lots of varieties and flavors to enjoy in the Darkeport universe. So there's something for everybody. You want short, you want long, you want dark, you want fun. We have it all.
And this
You want whistling? You want Willie?
this person game masters all of the Whistling Willie saga. So
Yeah, there might be some other ones on this long hiatus that we might be working on. Maybe Baron of the Skies, Ballad of Cactus James,
that's exciting.
Goldbergton.
Okay.
It's a crazy name.
He's bursting with ideas.
Wonderful.
When a shooting star falls for a wild desert flower. We'll see. It's gonna be wonderful.
And then finally, you're gonna be the wild desert flower.
Obviously, I'm the wild desert flower angel.
Who else would it be?
You look like it.
Who else would
Yes.
it be?
Yeah, sure.
You have a little something.
Hey, wild desert flower speaking here.
Check it
Do
in.
you like us and the things that we do? So do we. And we do more of them on Patreon. How do we get there? Patreon.com/Darkeport. One more time. Patreon.com/Darkeport. We'll see you there.
Yes, sir. My goodness.
That was great.
Alrighty, and with that, I guess one quick note to the audience: when we do these so-and-so's tales, they tend to be really tight around that. So if you notice some different things about the narrative, even some of the mechanics tonight, because I really wanted to scale down on the dice getting in the way of the story, that's why. It's not because we forgot the rules or we decided we didn't want to do them anymore.
We're
gonna wing it.
dice
We're
around.
over the
dice.
D&D out of here.
No more. No more
This is going to be
dice.
a lot closer to kind of its roots as a improv play.
Art house.
And with that,
The Candle of
I'm ready to see how long you can hold it. I'm ready to see how long you can hold it.
I thought I saw the wick was like flame resistant there, you know?
No, it was just not happening. She's like, okay, no.
Bobbing and weaving and dodging.
Wicking right out of the way.
So this little journal entry is from a certain Kuind body with green hair, sometimes known as the avatar of the god of twisted love, as he has recently arrived to see an old friend. They have always fought me so hard, these humans. And what has their precious free will wrought? Wars, betrayal, immiseration, and worse. They impugn me as the god of twisted love, when all I offer them, all I've ever offered them, is peace. Peace of heart, of mind, of soul. If they but stepped aside and allowed me to work my will, I would transform their squalid, violent world into a near paradise overnight. I eschewed headship of my brother's demonic legions because I abhor their brutality. I'm not jealous of my brother, I'm disgusted. He would have turned this world of muscle and blood into a demon-infested hellscape, savagely curtailing humanity's glorious destiny. I desire a world of love and laughter, and that can only ever happen once mankind surrenders its chaos. And now, on top of that keep, now this generation of Chosen is going to find out what really goes on when man is allowed to do as he will. Yeah, and they'll still call me the villain.
Ooh,
True.
like that.
Put a little
true.
sauce on that.
So true.
Grass is always greener.
A little steak on it, just a little.
Just a sprinkle of stank.
And he knocks on a certain door. Oh, Figgy.
At my chamber door?
So,
Who's that rapping?
Who is it?
Who's that rapping at my
Hello?
chamber door?
you, Titus, you're walking up to the homestead, to the Vorn Keep. And since if our faraway friends have only recently joined us, they have actually never been inside of Juramentum before.
Wonderful city.
The Vorn Keep was one of the first permanent structures built in the city, and it is, by patrician standards, actually quite modest. Grand total really of like 2.5 floors. And you saw your lady sister on the top of it, which is flat and essentially is like an observation deck. It doesn't cover quite the entire structure. But you saw the wind, which is unusually cold for summer, whipping at her. Sometimes you do get these weird nor'easters rolling off of the massive lake.
A lot of water. Lake effect. Common in Cleveland.
You see, just again, how hollowed out the defenses are, as not as toward the beginning of this cycle, toward the beginning of this year, you lost 75% of your military.
Yes.
In a horrible engagement, and then lost another chunk fighting the Utini. So you were truly down to scraps now, scraps and fumes, retirees, those who didn't die.
Graybeards, young ones.
Graybeards and youths.
New conscriptions.
And you walk in there, so in that context, this courtyard that you know so well, that you literally grew up in, fighting, running, competing, laughing, bonding with the Myrmidon, everyone knowing that you were going to be the one that was going to take over. And now that you feel that moment, there is no higher authority in Juramentum than you. God's damn, is it lonely. Because what you're about to face, you are going to be facing, at least initially, alone.
Did he leave me behind somewhere? I was in tow before.
I think Lacala is still. I think Lacala is still in tow, but Lacala,
awesome.
as powerful as you are, and your powers have yet to be revealed. This piece is all new. You have sensations. You have echoes of Wace's memories. I'm not even sure if the word host is correct, because really you are a Gestalt being. But part of what made you, part of your body remembers that. And yet it's through your own unique perspective.
Yeah.
You are not her.
I imagine it's similar to like sense memory or things that trigger other memories. So the more that she's seeing, the more she's getting from Wace's memories and kind of being able to put more and more together, but she is just taking it all in.
And you... there's a moment where it almost becomes overwhelming, but your character is exceptionally good at processing information coming in, and perhaps even better at just stepping aside and letting it flow and letting it be music, letting it be light and energy until it makes sense. Maybe one of the ways that you're the most profoundly different from the humans around you. So...
Can I actually try and see how I feel, like how I'm reading Titus? Am I getting that he feels like nervous or stressed or anything right now in this moment? Like I feel like I should give him some space, or it's not a good time to ask questions.
What's your +2 insight?
6.
6?
Whoa.
Okay. You consider him, and you should be able to read him, but you have a moment where instead you have one of Wace's memories surface up.
Sorry.
And it's when Wace, and you actually get the thoughts of it, it's when the first time Wace met Titus, which was right as you pass that spot, right there.
Yeah.
And she was sizing him up, and she thought him handsome but rather foolish. And that he would be easy to get what she wanted out of him. Which was a prime real estate spot for selling pies. This is the 11-year-old version.
Glenn and Shinky.
Yeah.
Everyone has a dream.
And he was 2 years older than her, so he would have been 13 at that time.
Yeah, it would be Lacala. I think it'd be appropriate for you to be better dressed. So I know that there's some clothes that would be befitting of you inside of the keep, but I will need to have some time alone with my sister.
Whatever you wish, my lord. If you could direct me to the appropriate clothing.
Yeah, I would walk in, and then the second we go in, it'd be the old advisor office, which was prior Rutilius, but then also became Wace's. And I'd be like, take your time going around here. I think you'll find a lot of this to be quite familiar. There should be some clothes available for you. If there isn't, we'll find some. I know that Livia has a lot of old dresses that should fit your figure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And now the office Oof, talk about layers. Waste inheriting it from Rutilius, and now you stepping into Waste's former office. This is where she started to do the hard work. Although it will take you time to peel back those stories if you care to. Meanwhile, you begin to root around, and you do indeed find some casual, well-made, and in this office, I think all of the clothing would have had, it could be subtle, but all of it would have the Vorn crest, the griffin rampant on it. And she did, yes. And she did,
visual aid.
she did have a yen for light grays and grains. Seemed to be her dress of choice, her colors of choice. Not uniformly, but that's what you find mostly.
She's picking out things that are a nice green. She's gravitating toward that.
Okay.
And once she's gathered some clothes, we'll start to just look around and take in as much information as possible. What books are here? Are there old journals here? What looks like it's going to be informative?
And Titus would even be along the lines of like, I feel it's appropriate that you have access to this. If you have access to her memories, it should help.
It is appropriate.
Good. I will return shortly.
Understood.
Titus, you start the long climb up, and all these different memories, and you were a brave person by any objective measure, and yet you don't fully understand why you feel this growing sense. What you do with it is yours, but this growing pressure as you come up the stairs, and you remember the same stairs where you saw your mother fall down when she was so out of her mind with milk of the poppy. You carried her back to her room. And then you come, and you've passed that same stairway literally hundreds of times and not had that come up for you. But for today it does.
I think it was also walking past the pantry and having that memory kind of come back. And it's just, since it's so dark and empty, I think he would be very reminiscent of how it isn't filled with life. And now it's kind of like the exact opposite.
I was going to say that. Thank you for keying in on that. I was going to say that, Lakala, one of the things that strikes you, and of course you know the rhythm of this keep like your own heartbeat. One of the things that strikes you is this keep should have the vitality that you sense in the rest of the city, and it feels closer to a tomb. It's cold in here. It's quiet in here, and this should not be a place of cold and quiet. This should be vibrant.
She'll actually pause looking at for books and journals, and is there a window? Like, you
can peer out. Yeah. You open the shutters and you peer out of the office window.
More of a moment now to like look out the window and see, like, does this whole place feel so cold and like a husk, or is it just in the keep?
Okay, we'll get back to that. You come up, and the wind, the unnaturally cold, perhaps, wind greets you across your face. Your sister is taken to wearing a shawl after her marring. Although it only, right now, blown back by the wind, it only partially conceals her maimed features. And again, for our faraway friends, essentially you had an evil chosen, so an evil superpowered, adventurer, come in and propose marriage to her, and when she turned him down, you were delayed in the island, you were elsewhere, the entire fellowship was elsewhere. He kidnapped her and tried to kill her by pushing her head into a vat of acid. It's a very short version of that.
That old
chestnut.
Yeah.
And you see, she was too short and too far back to see from there, but you also see Asadi, her Kuand handmaiden there, who has her own drooping eyelid now and the scar across her face from where she was savagely beaten by Livia's attackers for trying to defend her mistress. Livia's back is to you right now. Asadi turns and actually bristles as someone else comes up. And then she sees that it's you, and you can see the tension in her jaw as she forces a curtsy.
Yeah. A moment, please, Asadi.
She does not immediately leave. She instead looks up to Livia. Livia nods. She curtsies again, and then...
And then I would stop her and kind of grab, like, hold on onto her arm, not like aggressive or anything like that, and be like, "Thank you."
She still starts a little bit, and then uncertainly nods and skitters down the ladder up here. Welcome home, brother.
Lady Vaughn. It's good to see you.
She turns. Is it?
Yes. And then he's going to take his hand and kind of try to move that shawl a little bit to put his hand on that, like, side of her face.
She moves her face a little bit, but she allows it. And there's that long breath out.
I took the head down.
I saw.
I know you were right to do so. I would never go against your judgment in these matters.
The story is only half told, my lord. Actually, much less than that.
I will welcome the story. But for the children, we know the savagery. They don't. That's our job. To protect them.
Children. The children of Juramentum have known horrors beyond comprehension.
And we can stop them from seeing more. Isn't that why we're here?
And with that uncanny ability that she's always had to peer into you. Oh. You brought more back with you. Of course you did.
We're gonna grow. Together.
Not enough to replenish all losses. But I won't look a gift equine in the mouth. She shudders a little. Damn it. It doesn't have to be so cold up here today of all days. It's summer. It should already be warm.
I'll bring her in and embrace her and just hug her.
She allows it. She does not hug you back.
We aren't cold when we're together.
Together. A very slight shift away from you. I assume you release her.
Mm-hmm.
She takes a small step back, looks over the city, and she starts slowly turning to see the crypt, the Vorn crypt, the crypt of your family, where your heroic uncle's last earthly remains had been violated during a massive assault on the city and spirited away. First, this fellowship of thine, you are fate-bound to them, no?
As much as I am to anyone who would follow me.
More. They are chosen. And I have begun to understood some of the metaphysics surrounding our current situation.
Yeah, still mortal. Why do you focus on the dead?
You know, it's funny you should say that, brother. The Urlit, do you know what the word first is? For you.
No.
Askiteotl. It means demigod. But if you dive deeper into their language, which is far more nuanced than ours and difficult, what it actually means is fatebender. It means that chosen, those gifted with those extraordinary abilities, that they can change the very loom by their decisions.
Haven't those of our blood already changed it enough?
Not by half.
You look like her. In more ways than you know. Who I met.
Met?
She came bringing a gift.
In a dream.
It was as real as you are before me now.
Impossible.
Look at what's on my hilt. Look at what is before us.
Concord was fairly won. Yes, an extraordinary thing.
But a gift. Do you remember the name of the unicorn?
The name of the Archmagus's failed experiment, Juramentum, before there was a Juramentum. Spes.
Yes.
Hope in the old tongue.
Who do you think in any histories would be worthy of riding it aside from Jason Tenderheart?
You make it so I cannot look at thee. She turns away from you.
And then I'm going to kind of pull it and be like, Zosh.
Titus, for the first time in my life, I think I want to strike you.
Please do.
And she steps further away from you this time.
Anything to get you to be back to yourself.
They are fate-bound to you.
And you are not. I love you.
I am only going to tell this story once. Who was here is who was here. The tactical side I will dispense with now. We missed it. You missed it. And most gallingly, I missed it. Because I couldn't see a Kuwind, who we saved from extermination, and who are half of the humans of the city. And one day probably will rule it. I could not see one of them turning on us. It was not Philodemus who sent the message. Yes, he was the mastermind. And I am not losing tears at night for his demise. It was the one who runs the haberdashery for him. A rather dapper gentleman. Do you remember Nawida? You probably don't. Why would you? You were hardly ever there in that section. Well, I missed it. The message went out. I have prototypes of what he meant to say. It was quite a clever code. It took me several days to break it. The corpse wasn't even cold, and you departing for Weissam. And they were already telling the Second Legion, which was not in Leptis Regium, was out on maneuvers. Did you know that?
Seemed so. However, my suspicions and my attention had to be there.
And while your Enamorada, Lucretia Vale, raises all 9 hells inside of that city, and rightfully so, the Second Legion, even as you and I have this charming conversation, is marching toward Juramentum. 5,000 men under arms. They will annihilate us.
Oh, they won't.
They will arrive in 5-7 days. Something like that, by my best guess.
I welcome the challenge.
Madness.
What else would it be?
We have no allies. We are politically isolated.
We have purpose, Livia. If you're the one who says that I can bend fate, why don't you think that I can now?
Find your fellowship. I will only speak this once. And then she sits on the stone with her back to the 30-foot drop. And there's a hardness to her that has never been there for you. Not for you. For others, yes, but not for you.
I'd go to put my hand on her shoulder and then kind of think the better of it. And then I'd lean in. You are like her. I can't wait to tell you.
No answer. Tevrin, we're going to keep this short and sweet. You go to the bakery and it is closed.
Well,
God damn it, I need my sourdough.
You have met Lemonius, who is, without going through the whole changing of hands, Lemonius is the person who technically owns it right now, or is looking after it. And usually he would be somewhere on the grounds, almost always.
I knock.
Okay. You don't even hear the Leptis Terrier, so you know that the Leptis, like he's actually gone, because the leftist area is always here, unless he's here. It does occur to you, though. What's your +2 investigation?
4.
Yeah. So it does occur to you that he may have been lured away by his family, by his nasty family. Because Wesa had mentioned something about that dynamic.
And I don't know where that family is at right now.
No.
Can I get it going? Can I try to get in?
I mean, how badly do you want in? Your character has all kinds of means and methods, so I'm sure you could if you really want to.
I want to make sure things are at least on the upright. There's no one dead inside. These sort of things.
That's fair. Okay. What's your plus to sleight of hand?
+8.
Yeah, it is sufficient. Okay.
Just let yourself right in.
So you go around to the back, because the front door would be a little bit much, and you get your tool. And the front door does have a bar. The back door, though, obviously you have to have some way out that isn't a bar. So this is like a very crude sort of key. So it's easy for you to just go in. Nobody dead. Fortunately, nobody dead. The place feels, again, not quite tomb-like, not as bad as the keep, but it's sad. It's a sad place.
The energy feels sad.
Yeah. Both of the remarkable women, the woman who founded this and the woman who was supposed to keep this, are gone now.
I will calm myself and reach in and try to find that thread that I knew would draw me here, that we spoke of when I first applied, when I first infused my essence with Wesa's hair into the necklace, and see where it leads me to.
It leads you out pretty clearly.
All right, I will leave.
You your answer today is not here.
My answer, at least, everyone just pauses and he touches his pocket, which happens to have this in it, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And he heads towards the fishery area where the mouth of the river, well, the mouth of the lake and the river meet, where there's flow, there's life, there's non-stagnation. That's where he thinks he wants to go, unless he feels like something over in the other direction. Like the other option in his head is actually towards the hut. He has some ideas around that, considering he's a twin of Wesa's and he knows.
There's something to the hut, but that's not it. And so you, okay, all right, you start heading to the mouth. We'll get back to that then.
And before we get to this other scene,
Yes.
Defiance RS sent 5 gifties.
Yay!
So thank you.
Appreciate ya.
Thank you.
Nifty gifties.
The word, there is a pun as well as an endearment that passes betwixt yourself and Trisley, Grip, your twined soul. And it is the word beloved in 2 different languages. And it is the word beloved in 2 entirely different senses. One of them is your loves, your treasures, formal title before their goddess, the awesome and dread Loyatar, maiden of needful pain. And that is how Trisley is addressed, with, as you have seen firsthand, deep reverence from the people around them. You've never heard that title spoken with anything other than profound respect.
It's almost like something that is a title for its own sake that merits respect, but is also like a personal relationship
Yes.
with them in their own way.
And in the relatively brief time that Trisley has been leading the Death Tamers, there has been already radical change, and there will no doubt be more change shortly. And in that context, she turns to you and whispers, beloved, in her native tongue, of what she has no trace of an accent in, by the way. Habibi, may we go to where we met?
That would please me.
And stops. Forgive me. You see sweat on their brow, and there was not even sweat when they were being scourged before. Would you carry me?
Of course.
I can carry you, Max says next to you. And
Never forget.
so you have a lithe, sandy-haired youth who is a little crazy, or sorry, wheat-haired youth, a little crazy in the head, a little too familiar with gladiatorial pits, also chosen,
Doesn't know the difference between friendship and love.
and doesn't know the difference between friendship, love, and lust, and appropriate and inappropriate.
Ask.
You can barely carry yourself back.
Piss off. And he stays right there. Do you pick?
I will take
Okay.
gently, with great care.
Mitra, the fact that Trisley is asking for help is a disastrous sign, because any experience as the beloved of the Maiden of Needful Pain, any experience that they're having should be experienced. This means that they may not be physically capable of walking to it.
God. Although Mitra's definitely trying to contain that, there's just
He does not understand that.
It's just
to that degree.
I'm just like, oh shit, this is gonna be happening much sooner than I think it is.
And there would have been whatever Grip's rudimentary version of an insight check on this interaction. Not from any fear or worry, but this is odd.
Sure. Sorry, that was one of the ones.
Welcome.
So you're a negative, yeah.
Doesn't matter anyway. You're pretty bad at that one, right?
So you got a negative?
I got a -1.
You got a negative one on the
Negative
inside
one?
check? Okay.
-2. Yeah.
For a moment, you're just hoping that Trisley really wants to spend some time with you, like it was that first night with each other, where you were in each other's divine space. Okay.
Yeah. Mitra's not having a good time in their brain at all. And I would assume that Trisley is going to take the time to tell Grip in this moment of what's happening, because I will keep a promise, cross my heart, hope to die, and become part of the stars or whatever. But
Are you following? Are you going elsewhere?
I will. Oh gosh, I'm going to follow them towards the Death Tamer camp, but in a way that's still further away, and I'll split to go see Abance once again. It's been a while.
It has been a while. You see Grip potentially go to the camp, but then slow down as he reaches the Kithki Arbor, which is where they met.
Mm-hmm.
I will give them a little bow, and I'm gonna look at Trisley and do a slightly more gentler bow to them. And kind of share that look of, you better tell him, because I'm not going to be the one to tell him.
Ooh.
And I will start heading off, and I don't know if Fistashiani is coming with me or not.
So your colleague in the hierarchy, who is also chosen, pauses, looks at you.
Don't ask. I'm sure they will tell you in due time. Just trust me, please.
Mitra, I do not like the idea of leaving the beloved with outsiders at a time like this.
Trust me, they're not gonna do anything serious. Just come on.
And I will grab her hand, and I will take her with me.
She actually gives you a tiny little smile despite the circumstance, and that decides her, and she walks with you.
Yes! Yeah, fingers between fingers, of course.
Gotta interlace.
I gotta interlace the fingies.
Intimate.
Fresh in here.
Let's go.
When I make myself unseen, I do not bend mana around me, or light. I remove myself, which is all the more reason, Habibe, why it was extraordinary that you could see me. I can scarcely believe that was only 15 days ago.
Is that all? Huh. When you say it out loud, doesn't really seem like that much time, but time. I've known you far longer than that.
Yes. Macarius, because you are, and he just perks up, because you are sharing this moment with us.
He's like, oh yeah.
I must ask you that when you stab something, it be the ground. Habibe, I am dying.
Dying.
Tesserin Stormwarden sisters, after my journey was finished with Arjun in the west, after Arjun will change. I'm sorry, Daro does not have the tenses sufficient for this. Hyvel Peri might. I don't have time to teach you. But I believe I am in the right thread, and I believe Arjun and Vashti was me. I believe they will be successful. And when Arjun makes it possible for another divinity to come, Vashti, will be given a choice. I lived in Crystal Remembrance for some time, a place where time has no meaning, and it changed me, ineffably and inexorably. And it was that link that allowed me to amplify 1 million, 10 million, 100 million-fold the strength of the violet flame, enough that the echo of a god could be overcome by it momentarily, or at least put off.
This was the same way that my grandsire was able to use Zed to overcome Atil previously.
Exactly the same. He showed the way it could be done, and I followed in my own fashion, except I did not have the luxury of luring Atil to Crystal Remembrance, so instead, I touched the part of myself that is, I cannot explain this really, but not in words. It congruent angles to all the rest of creation. But nothing that began as mortal was ever meant to do that. And so it broke my soul. Like quintessence is leaving this form.
When?
Soon.
Really struggle, like really wants to look away, but is fine, because like doesn't want to leave the moment, but is swiftly beginning to lose himself.
Are you still holding them? Or you've pushed them out?
I feel like I wasn't even thinking of it like that. Okay. No, then I would still be holding it, but there would definitely be an increase in breath, attention, some of the gentleness forgotten not through lack of care, but lack of ability to understand his form and his strength.
And now, I must give you a choice. And there was a moment before then where Trisley laid their head against your chest, and for just 2 or 3 flickers indulged human feeling and emotion and listened to your heartbeat. The success or failure of Atil's machinations, and indeed, on this dream of theirs that is so important, and perhaps has become important to you. Do you see the top of that keep? It unfolds now, as you and I converse. Go there, and have a hand in its outcome, or stay here, abdicate that responsibility, and I will be well warmed by thy company.
That is no choice.
It should be.
I wouldn't, even if I could. You are all that matters to me in this life. Brought this dream. Brought this city.
Oh, Habibe. I suppose the best discipline goes at the end. Let me say it this way. All tales end. The only difference is in the telling.
I didn't have a choice to leave. They kicked me out.
I know.
I wanted to stay. Now I can.
Okay. Let's sit. It's not raining, so you don't even have to make a magical umbrella above my head.
Doesn't mean I won't.
Oi, what's this all about? You broken then? Not quite yet.
Macarius?
Hmm?
Sit. Please. As weighty as with as much gravity and intent and purpose as I can try to put into that.
Well, I'm fucking sitting closer. And he comes right up to y'all.
I love this guy.
I can hold if she's got heavy.
How magnanimous.
Huh? So, it's a weird way of saying yes.
Will you stay here with us?
Where else would I freaking go? I don't know these people.
Can you keep your mouth shut for a little while?
No flies will come in.
Okay.
In the dirt.
And dirt.
As instructed.
You better shut his trap. The whole time. You better shut his dang trap.
So great.
Titus, what are you doing?
I think Titus will be making his way down the keep and going through the rooms and trying to breathe a little light into it. Start lighting fires. Start opening up those things. Start calling for that. Any servant that he's finding, he's asking him to go and find Marcus's family. He's also asking them to go and find the elder Kithki. He's trying to find all the city leaders. He's trying to let them know to all come here this evening. Ask them to begin preparing a feast.
Okay, you set that. You set that in motion, and one of the last Kithki Myrmidon comes into the keep, or comes into the courtyard, I should say. Looks around, comes up to you, bows. Domini, I wanted to tell you, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that that we have that, I hate to say it, but one of our own, Noita's assistant, Trake, anyway, your lady sister thought that it would be, it should be up to us to how to deal with him, but I'm sure by now she told you everything.
Not yet.
Oh, just that they were, traitors and sold us out for Sesterce, and that there's a big army on the march. Okay. Do you want me to bring Trake to you, or do you want us, Kithki, to decide on it ourselves?
I'll be there.
Okay, we'll bring him to you. And he, of course, bows on the way out. Devin, you find your steps as you get closer to the keep, taking you in. Titus, you were in and out, so I'm going to say, Devin, you missed Titus coming in and out, and it's just obvious that this place is downtrodden right now. It's even worse than the bakery.
Well, looking, actually, I wanted to go towards the door.
Okay.
And then out. Unless there's some other draw.
Okay.
Yeah. He needs to do something. Ritualistically, he feels it's the time, especially with the feeling of dread, fear going on in here. He needs to go through his own ritual, and so he makes his way over towards the fishery and past there to what he feels is the right point of where the mouth and the river meet. He strips down of all possessions except for the necklace, and he closes his eyes and slowly just steps into the water, takes in a deep breath, and submerges himself into the silence, embracing the flow of energy, the movement, the harmony, being melancholic, and it's going through some sort of cleansing aspect. And he thinks about what he wrote in this doctrine. On the way up here, he has a set of pages of rituals that he wishes to perform.
You're getting some looks.
Well, I'm underwater at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got some looks going down, stripping down naked. And going under.
What am I feeling as
Another
I'm
naked one.
burying myself of all possessions, thinking of gratitude? I'm a vessel for Tulak in his will, and these things are his instrument only for the now.
You feel that maybe a little bit more clearly because it's not in the middle of battle. You feel that presence that you felt when you were actively fighting with the teal. That was with you. Very, very different from Marcus. Than Marcus would have a connection with Tuea, or even at this point your resident Bellator Sanctus would have. It's more just a feeling, maybe of actually, Corey, the image that comes to you is a muddy creek that's been blocked for such a long time. And now you're starting to see some trickles, some veins of just pure, clear mountain spring water as it's coming from a bigger source.
I will at least mentally collect that. Part of it in my mind is moving the water down through the river, flowing into the city where there's the channels and outlets, and thinking of giving, receiving, gratitude, the rebirth. As the water flows from here, which is the beginning of flow, down to the outlet, down to where Leptis Regum is, that is the cycle in his mind. Around the rebirth component, he's feeling the need for a cleansing. Tolok, my lord, the city is stagnant with fear and possession. Perhaps some remnants of of Tuscatli or others. We need your cleansing rain. We need the rebirth. I pray to thee that a storm comes up the way from the south to do such, to pour rain on those of steel and metal that wish to cause blood and mischief and more coldness. We need movement and life. Please, my lord, tell me the way, tell me what I need to do. Give me the means. And he's thinking this as he's under the water and clearing his mind. And
you very clearly see, in a almost hyperreality, you see the top of the keep. You see of a tall woman shuffling around the top of it, and it's almost like you can't look away from that, and then that moment passes. Other than that, you don't get any more answer to your prayer than any other person would directly.
After a time, I come up. What do the skies look like?
Clear?
Clear? What time of day is it?
Currently. You guys got here pretty early, so maybe it's coming on high sun now.
Okay.
I'm going to pause there. All right, Lakala. You actually saw Devrin walking past through the window. You've found some interesting journals, books, different reports. You're pleasantly surprised to learn that you can read them. You weren't sure if you'd be able to.
That's helpful.
There are in this alien tongue, and you have an appreciation of just how much waste that crammed into her brain in only 3 winters here. It's not very long to learn an entire another culture and way of life, but she did.
She also has chosen the most formal possible outfit in here. Something that is probably inappropriately formal to be wearing right now.
Okay. Love
so like
that.
a dark green, like similar to Corey's shirt, like long.
You find some jade, some jade that she had in here.
I love that.
And even like a simple but elegant ring of a bone ring, a polished bone ring with turquoise set into it.
Chinese.
She loves that. So she is moving about this study, like sweeping a gown around and reading books and picking up journals, and I imagine absorbing tenfold the information of what she is reading, because everything is adding context and then bringing in other information that she's gathering from different versions of herself. And she feels a very strong need to speak to Titus again.
Okay.
She doesn't know where he is, so she's just keeping an ear out if a servant passes or she hears his footfall or something as she continues her studies. But
I'm going to say your character is particularly sensitive to these sorts of eddies and flows, and you feel this nudge upward.
all right, then she's gonna head right up.
Okay.
She's gonna follow her nose wherever.
Start looking around. Titus, you got that in motion. Are you coming back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Almost as though Tawea is giving him a period of grace. No one seems to be able to find Marcus immediately anyway. Eventually they will. You have no doubt that he's with his family, or maybe he and Alba have stolen away so that he can speak with her directly. And you also do see, though, that the 60 people that came with you, the 60 refugees that came, basically refugees of faith, that came with you, that Marcus has not let the grass grow under his feet, and you're already hearing about that he's put them in touch with the 12th Lighters of Juramentum.
I had a feeling it would be such.
Yep. Okay. Are you going back up, or are you doing something else?
Probably would run into her eventually.
Okay, sure.
I imagine that I would probably be walking by after coming back in and seeing her. I like to imagine this in this very regal dress, but like the sleeves are a little too long.
Right?
And, like,
she
you
is
know,
a
it's still
short child,
dragging
so
her.
probably it's way
Yeah.
too long trailing behind her.
I think Titus would take a moment
really
of like
cute,
not
actually.
making himself known, but watching that and like feeling really good about that too. Like just like, life being a little bit back in here. It's also wondering about where Jerem is too. Which, I think it was with the Kithki women too. So he would have kind of made his
You
way
would have
there.
checked in on your ward. He is thriving and driving them crazy.
Yep, I had a feeling. I just didn't know if I was going to come back and be like 8 years old and be like, hey! There's
fortunately,
goofy shit going on.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. Michelle.
Probably in shocking contrast to your moment of just being amused by her appearance and what she's up to, she turns to you very quickly and walks up right to you and has to reach up because she's small and has you by the face, if you will.
Yeah.
She looks into your eyes and she says, but her voice is not just her voice. You hear at least 3 voices coming out of her mouth.
As is tradition.
Traditionally. She says, Lord Titus, why didn't you tell me? Or perhaps you didn't know yet. You need me.
I do.
She lets go of his face. I see in you much of what I've seen from this keep. This place is cold and broken. But you have a little hope in you. And there's hope for this place yet.
This city was built on hope.
But you are still a foolish little boy in a man's suit.
I know.
Well, that's the first step, and her little voice comes out.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Let me make you something. Then it's just gonna go to the kitchen.
And she'll just follow him.
Yeah.
As if she didn't just
Dress him
speak
down.
in her booming voice at him.
I do like to hear that of like it just immediately reminded me of like when Galadriel has like, I will be loved but powerful, like, and all shall love me. And then it's just like, but you're okay. Like, I love that.
I passed the test.
Yeah.
I did it.
I will diminish and go into the west.
And remain. Stature.
So, Mitro, really, you're pretty much just you're going to be dealing with your demon worse half here.
That's an understatement.
I mean, there are a lot of questions. Ashtiani fields most of them. Mirza, though. So Justikar Mirza, Justikar Mirza, aka Archmage Mirza, comes stalking up to you. Where is she?
I'm going to immediately just go up and hug him. Just actually, hug him genuinely.
All right, he stiffens. I'm going to let you make that persuasion roll.
Yes! Oh, this will be fun.
Maybe the only roll of the session. We'll see.
We'll see. Come on, baby.
Make it a good one.
6.
Okay. You start to hug him, and he soundly shoves you off of him and says, "Have you breathed? Have you lost your mind?"
A little.
Clearly. Where is beloved?
They are with Grip. The small, scaly one.
Yes, I am aware of that thing. The one that makes noises out of its mouth hole.
And they will actually be laughing at that comment that he made.
That's how he's known.
Feast, you co-signed on this. Well, I love it.
Just the guard. He'll be fine.
This is why the hierarchy does not have intimate relationships between itself.
But all things aside, I just...
So you have trusting the security.
No,
the beloved of your
not
Loyatar
at all.
to a broody dragon boy.
I mean, I have the same opinions on that, but can I speak with both of you
I believe we are speaking right now.
privately?
We're all one big happy family.
This is a little more dire, to say the least.
All the more reason that beloved should be with thee. Very well.
Okay. And I'll
He follows you.
And I'll take them aside and take them maybe to maybe.
I mean, you see the color under his cheeks, the red there, and this entire mission was ridiculous. I do not know if Beloved saw some bad thread or something, or if something was fraying. The fact that they insisted that I not come with them. They were going into great danger without me. Yes, the reason being that if you had been there, you would have been co-opted, the same way that they were. What? It's a long story, but Beloved was accurate. Using you as a host, that thing could have. The gods only know what that thing could have done.
It almost used me as a host. Briefly, I kind of beat the crap out of the scaly one, but it was,
Well, good.
I would like to think it was kind of fun.
Okay, so one good thing came out of this.
I agree.
So you're in Mirza's tent.
And I will sit on the floor, crisscross, and just. You can tell that there's an air of keeping up appearance that just washes away as soon as they sit down. And there's this sense of dread and awfulness looming around like an aura.
And stars, this is bad, isn't it?
Incredibly so. Beloved made this sacrifice, apparently. I was not aware of it as I was under the god's control for a little bit.
As beloveds are wont to do.
Yes. And the scaly one did protect them, but they did something beyond their flesh. Something incredibly beyond even their own abilities, and it's taken such a toll that their essence is fading. I don't know how fast. And she told me that I am to be beloved. And that scares me.
And it should.
I'm terrified right now, Mirza. I am.
Good.
I
Sometimes you show love by sharing the terror.
I know, and the funny thing is, she told me not to tell you too. She did. I let her tell Grip out of, decency, and her Habibe or whatever. But I need guidance more than anything. This is out of my territory.
She broke the seal of crystal remembrance within herself, didn't she?
I would assume so.
That thing that gave her the ability to be more than human. Mm-hmm. That's gone now.
Yep. It is. And I don't know. I want to see if there is something Abeyance could do, but it feels like I'm grasping at straws.
Well, grasping. You know that thing is just going to fill your head with all manner of perfidy and lies.
Yes, but I never believe them. I never do. But the fact of the matter is that there is going to be rapid change. Soon. Incredibly soon.
This is why we never should have, he gets up and in a very uncharacteristic fit, he kicks a stool that's there, and he is not given to, physical outbursts at all. And he starts stalking around the tent.
I know, this...
We should have stayed there, we should have taken our fucking chances, we should have fought.
I know.
Instead, we went west, always west.
I know, and I share your feeling, Mirza. I do. But this is where we are now, and this is our situation. We have to make the best of it. I need to make the best of it.
You, as beloved?
I know. I know. And she gave me her reasoning, and I agreed with her, of course, because what else would there be? What else could there be?
I don't understand this world. I understood the old ways, and if it was the old ways, yes, I would have exterminated her and all of you, and I would have set us back on the path. But I know that that's extinction. I know it, and she saw it, showed it to me.
I know.
And you, Fist Ashtiani, me, you, chasing dragons, running around, sticking your head in tomes almost as bad as this one, except with 5 times the power. And what have you done with that? You've allowed her to die. There was nothing that I was going to do to stop a god and a determined beloved.
This was all her decision. She gathered and she joined us in this battle of her own volition. What was I supposed to do? Tell her no? Tell this ethereal being to say no? She knows more than us, Mirza. She'll probably know more than even me.
Don't you think I know that? Why do you think I assented to follow her? Why do you think I was willing to abandon the old ways?
I know.
And this is what has given me.
Yeah. It is.
Ashes in my mouth. A soon-to-be dead beloved, and a pissed-off god. Oh, and by the way, we have another thing brewing over there in that fucking blood pool. And we're going to have to deal with that soon.
I know, and I would, more than anything, abandon all of this and just keep going north.
That's the first sensible thing you've said.
And there's another part of me that wants to take that responsibility, to stand and fight for our people, and for this dream. Listen, Mirza.
My God!
Before you go on your rant about, oh, you're young, you weren't as experienced as I was back in my day. Yes, the dream. I know it's such a stupid name, but bear with me. I saw the trial and I saw what they wanted out of their civilization, and it sounds like something we would want too. It's something
What are you talking about?
Ah, Mirza, please, just shut up for 2 seconds and let me speak. I felt a mirror of ourselves when I was there. A mirror of their history of struggle, of starting and dying out before they even got started and do what they wanted to do. And I got a vision of us, and that is something I don't want out of us. I don't want to die out. I don't want to be lost to time just by wandering like a dead animal. We have to be part of something more if we're going to survive. And I think Beloved knew that. I think Verisli knew that. That is my decision to have, and if you want to abandon all hope and not accept me as Beloved, so be it. But that is something that is going to happen, whether you like it or not. And I would do anything to abandon everything here and just go see yourself.
You see a black flame start around his hand. You are fortunate indeed, Mitra, that I have sworn myself to these new ways, because I know precisely what my answer would have been this time last summer.
Would you have said something like that with my parents? Tell me the truth.
You are not fit to tie the boots of your mother. He walks out of his own tent.
Of his own tent.
Fuck. And I will immediately just take a sigh of relief.
Fuck you! Astiani stands up and she starts to stomp after him.
Astioni, come back.
That self-righteous son of a bitch is going to sit there and tell you these vile things? Hurl these imprecations at you? I don't think so.
Listen, he'll come around. He always does. I just hope that he'll come around soon, because it's not gonna take long. And I need you here. Right now. Please.
And you can see she's kind of like tearing up and just really being crushed under that pressure.
Titus.
I have to say that was the best scene I've seen of the. That was incredible. I was like, wow! I'm so happy I'm here.
Wow, guys! Wow!
I know that was like excellent. It was conveying like the hierarchy of that, and oh, it was so cool. Thank you for that. I think that I would have made her food, and then I would have also started walking her through the city to find everyone, and kind of telling her more and more about Juramentum, and then her correcting me, I'm sure, with what she's learned in a book.
From a book.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
Didn't you know it started this early? And I'm like, shut up.
I'm a pedantic asshole. Did you not know?
You
Show, baby.
you feel Livia still up there.
I know, but didn't I have to get the fellowship together to bring them there? I thought that was what she was asking.
Okay. Yeah. So you get her. That's an easy
I know
one.
where Devon is. I saw him from the window. He's naked.
It sounds like Devon.
Oh. She's like, I don't know what that means.
I'm going to get the gourd out and return to where that spring in my mind was and fill it with that water.
Okay.
Put on enough clothes to be approachable to the keep, but the rest can go in a pack. And I'm going to make my way to the keep. And inside the keep, I'm going to just make a walk towards the keep and pour the water on the ground. This is one of the rituals. It's the flow and the gift of water that he's doing, which is a daily ritual. He takes, and hopefully it'll bring life and flow to this area. That's kind of what the ritual's point is. And he's thinking about the selfless final act that Wesa did, and her questions, and what he believes are some answers. And he looks up, and he moves towards that.
Okay.
Yeah. I do want to make sure that is clear that she did want me to get the fellowship. Okay, yeah. And then I think on our time walking through, depending on if Grip was available, and also Mitra, it'd be me and her, and funny enough, Lachala is dressed like the most regal Vorn that they've ever seen.
Strolling around.
And putting it a dress, like holding up the skirt.
Your runners come back, the boys who take their job very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And they've gone through all the horrors that all the grown myrmidons have done with a fraction of their physical strength, and they're still willing to run and function. Actually, off the top of your head, Titus, you can't think of a single defection, a single runner who said, "This is too much for me," after all that.
Yeah.
So they report back that it looks like Sage, they call her a Sage, that the Sage has gone back into her camp. But apparently there is a woman from a strange city. And, my lord, I'm not sure. I can't say. It's like, I don't know. It's embarrassing to say. It's like Titsawana or something like that. But there's like a weird female beacon out there. And she has her bodyguard.
Go see them. Thank you.
Okay.
Do I recognize this person?
So you have that one, and then you have Grip's whereabouts are essentially that he's in the Kithki Arbor, and he's refusing to leave.
It's his right.
It is.
I could try to persuade him. I could, I don't know him very well. I don't know what he would like.
I think everything he likes is right in his arms.
Yes, he did seem quite interested in that being. Okay. Should we just go back without him?
For the time being, yes.
Okay.
Let's see this emissary from Tiskatzel. What was it?
I know I'm messing it up, Dominique.
I believe he said Tittywana.
Tijuana.
Yeah, he blushes. That's not the right name. As you grow up, you believe that Wesa's city of origin was Teowani.
Teowani. Okay.
Oh, that's what you were going for.
I did want to ask to see about Rutilius and his mission as well. But yeah, I would invite them in. And then I think it's just me, Devron, and Lachala.
Okay.
Lakala. There's no
Kala, so,
CH.
sorry.
That sounds like something out of Black Panther.
It does.
Which is forever.
Which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Something against that?
Challah.
Challah.
It's a Jewish.
That's a whole other. We're just doing everything.
Donnie, I'll note this. I'll tee this up for next session. But as you're going into the keep, at some point when you come back up for the second time, you would see. I was going to say make a investigation roll, but I'm just going to keep rolling down here.
Okay.
You see what you could reasonably deduce to be a full Eurolit priestess.
Mm-hmm.
You've actually, Waisa had pieces of the garb, but was never fully, and Nalishli also at times had pieces of the garb.
Yeah, like the curls and all that. You can tell it was like influenced, but very modernized.
But it was slick and made for battle.
Yeah.
You know, this woman at the presumably at the urging of an invitation of the runners, she is finally, after some delay, made her way after a 12-day delay, made her way into the city. You see a man who's clearly a bodyguard with her, and they seem to be happy to wait outside of the keep until whatever business is concluded.
Okay.
And I'm going to just remind you as the player, because this has been so far back now.
Yeah, Rutilius.
You remembered that there were reports of some strange woman with a bodyguard who was meditating outside of the front gates. Mm-hmm. And she takes, this time she knows that it's not your way. It's not your way for her to be right in front of the gate, so she goes off to the side and then sits there and seems perfectly content to wait. So we will leave Princess Danaea over, or Priestess Danaea over there until next session, and you go back in. So Titus, Devrin, Lakala, you're going up. Grib, you are having your own experience over there in the Kithki Arbor, and Mitra, you're trying to. You do. I'm going to say the boy, that poor runner, he's persistent enough that he's word does filter through that Titus is asking the fellowship to come to the keep.
Okay.
Are you going to stay in the Death Chamber camp and deal with that explosive situation, or are you going? Or are you communing with your good demonic buddy?
I will tell the runner.
So you do come out to see the runner?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
He's kind of wide-eyed.
Tell him I will meet him later. Give me a flicker. Maybe a torch. At most.
Okay. All right. Thank you, my lady.
Just reprieved is fine.
Reprieved. Oh, okay.
You got it.
Okay.
And I'll do a little pat.
Love it.
And then he's off like a shot.
And then at this point, I'll recompose myself and.
You see a light on inside of Figulus Naeus' hut.
Like a divine kind of light, or like.
Candle. Someone's inside.
Could be a divine candle.
It could be a divine candle.
Interesting.
Figulus Naeus being his grandsire, Archmage of the World, the person who invented Wish, called Zed in this campaign.
Oh, that's fun.
Who has been MIA for some time now.
With Pupila.
Fun.
With his moon companion.
And if I can still see the runner, I'll be like, actually make it the torch.
Okay.
And I will ask Asti to come with me, if possible.
You want me
Please?
to go to the keep?
Yeah. Could be fun. Something to take our mind off of things. Or if you want.
Mitty,
Actually-
fun is not what I think is awaiting us at the keep.
Mitty.
Or at least protection.
Okay, that I can do. Because you're weaker than me.
Nice.
I'll give her a little kiss on the cheek and also a little
Yeah. Okay.
Aww.
Okay. Oh, I'm above the demonic bad influence in the pecking order. I am very
I have orbs to ponder.
Because she assumed, of course, that you were going to go off and like, okay, that asshole can wait a little bit longer. Good. Okay.
I got orbs to deal with.
Yeah, I have magical orbs to deal with. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Rough life.
So when we come back, basically I'm going to start that scene, and then Sydney, whenever you want to, just have your character join whenever you feel is the appropriate moment.
Marcus, I would assume would be there too. Or
Marcus is MIA for this particular scene.
Okay.
But he will be there. Marcus is having his own
things,
his own situation, which we will play through when Randy comes back.
This will be fun.
So Randy is back, but Randy's just ill tonight. Unfortunately, he took ill traveling.
Yes, he did.
We really do, but it was for the best. All right, y'all, we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, we are going to continue. All right.
Wonderful.
Goodbye.
Candle of Tales.
See you in a bit.
Why limit your imagination? In the tabletop role-playing space, customization is everything, especially when it comes to your character. Whether you're a player, a painter, or a master of tales, your character is what matters most. Using high-quality, fully customizable miniatures, you can be built for battle with Eldritch Foundry.
Welcome to Constructed Chaos, a D&D live play channel where you get to control the game. Join us on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time for our in-person live stream that allows you to influence our adventures in major ways, from alternate plot points to rerolls to absolute chaos. And tune in on Mondays at 7 for our brand new Chat Plays D&D format where you get to roll the dice and pilot the characters themselves straight from the live stream chat. And between it all, there's tons of homebrew content and guides that we release every single month. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Friends, you have returned.
Huzzah!
So if we do this.
The candle of
That's nice.
Omi Rogers asked who won MVP last session.
She wants to know because she voted twice, and that's cheating.
That's cheating.
You may take that up with Omi herself.
Marie?
Herself.
I appreciate it, though.
And you got it, Lakala.
Yeah! I was only in half the session.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's
That's
Thanks,
what
everybody.
Impression.
I appreciate y'all.
You're gonna be a threat at this
What
table.
do I win? Inspiration? What is it?
You get a morale point.
Morale
so
point.
Basically, you can spend. You have to declare it beforehand. You spend it. It gives you 1d8 essentially any roll that you make, except a death save.
Sounds good to me.
it's like a bardic inspiration in a way.
And
Yep.
keep track of the
Without the
total that
bard.
you've received.
Because if you get to 10,
That's true. If you get to 10, something real cool happens.
yep, you get a unicorn. Everyone gets one.
Everyone, that's the universal.
Old hat. Once you get to 10, baby.
It's like a mom, you gonna get a pony?
Exactly.
Getting a seahorse.
Yes.
You're gonna tail from her babe.
Sick.
So, Titus, Lakala, Devrin, you reassemble back up on this cold. I was trying not to say that, but yeah.
These guys.
You losers.
on this inappropriately cold rooftop, this observation deck, and it's an odd thing because both Devrin and Lakali, you've never really interacted with Livia, Lady Livia, and so your first impression, the only reason you know that this is normally like a regal person is because of memories. Because in this moment, she just looks like a tall, scarred woman sitting on, in kind of a dangerous way, honestly, sitting on the lip of the half wall that's there, the quarter wall maybe that's there, on top, just staring off. And some of the fight Titus has left her. Because even in moments of repose, your sister always had perfect bearing. Head up, shoulders back, like she understood that she was carrying.
Teeth apart.
She was carrying the vein. She was carrying the blood of heroes and visionaries, and there was a legacy to hold up to. Now, just staring off, shivering. You've come back.
You asked me to.
I did. I suppose I'll begin this, Lord Brother, with asking, what happened? You went to the island. I thought you would come back in 5 or 10, or a dozen days, and instead, fortnights turned into moons. I've heard the tale, but I want to hear it from your lips.
We lost Merrick. I killed Morales, our cousin. It Everything there that was unnatural continued to be more so by the passing hour. Enslaved by power and greed. Men, children, both parts of our twined legacy, together as one. Broken.
And they delayed the fellowship 2 moons.
I was delayed.
How? Injured?
In a way. I did not accept my purpose until it was thrust upon me by a legend, by a mystery, and by a tale.
And the figure of Capio, what did he have to do with this delay?
The man who broke my trust. For I know that now I cannot trust as I have before. It is something that is earned.
Yet it was he who stole the ship you went in, the Storm's Mare.
Yes.
She's shielding herself against some of the wind as it's hitting the bad eye.
Capio Secundus.
Capio Jr. All right. I suppose that was always your weakness.
It was.
I hear the past tense. You know what became of me because of that. I'm not even angry.
You should be.
Why?
Because I let you down. I let them all down. And I spend the rest of my days making it up to you. And them. Those that have came before, and those that will come after.
We hope.
We know. In Visium I showed them. I showed them all. There is a light from our blood.
5,000 men are en route to snuff it out now.
They can try.
Unless something changes, they will succeed.
An army approaches to attack here.
Yes.
They are mortally threatened by our ways. And you, unearthly child, I do not know your visage. You are kin, though, to another who has walked these halls as part of the fellowship previously, I believe.
You are wise and insightful indeed. My name is Lakala, construct of Talak.
Of course. The third of the Trinity.
If it please you, it seems that Talak wills me to pay attention to Juramentum. Not sure exactly what that means, but I am working to find out.
And should I ask about your advisor? What of Waisa? Did they kill her in Weissam?
She gave her life for us.
What?
She made the greatest sacrifice you could imagine. She knew what needed to be.
Which is what is it before you now? Hope.
She made herself kindling.
Catalyst.
I stand corrected.
Without her, I could not be. But I do carry her.
And with her here, Devon will not be the man that he is before you now. He's taken a life for ours to live forward.
His worth remains to be determined.
At this point, you'll hear it.
Like on the trap door.
Yeah.
Climbing up.
And I'll open it. Am I...
Come on,
late?
Mitra. Please.
Oh, well, then. And I'll walk over and I do a respectful bow.
She gives you a cold nod of acknowledgement, just sitting there.
Good to see you again, lady.
You are seen. Reprieved.
Another who's given their hope to our cause.
You believe in the dream.
Well, I believe in my people, but this dream of yours, so to speak, is interesting.
There was a time when Ku and an old empire were not wed, and a time when the thought of Kithki living beside humans would have been impossible. And yet here we are. Even I can't gainsay that, now can I? The ink is already dry on those successes.
And the death famers have been written as such.
We will see. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
I can't exactly put my hand on it, my finger on it, reprieved Mitra, but you've always seemed to understand my situation instinctively.
There's like an instinct, like a something in the back of Mitra's mind that's like, yes, do tell.
Say more.
Say more, please.
I told you, my lord brother, when you left, that it was time. That I was going to... that something was going to out. And I am a woman of my word, regardless of what else may or may not have happened. It's just as well that Marcus isn't here. I'm weak right now, and I would have asked for his divine intervention to take this cursed pain away. And that would not be the truth of it, now would it? And she pushes herself up. I assume the grandson of Figulus Neus will not be joining us then?
He might be delayed.
I suppose, she says, unknowingly casting her one good eye over at the Kithki Arbor. He has good reason, then.
He only has a small amount of time, it seems.
I'm actually sorry to hear that.
Sacrifices were made. For light.
Do you remember our 9th summer, Titus? Specifically, do you remember the first time that I fell ill, did not come down to join the family at dinner? No matter what, no matter how our mother shrieked or entreated.
I do.
You came and visited me.
I always will.
Then our rooms were next to one another. We had a door that communicated between the two chambers. Oh, good.
I kind of want to go over and just shield her to...
Don't.
Okay.
As you start to move.
Why?
I can't. Your compassion would be excruciating.
Then sit in it.
I don't think I have much of a choice, Reprieved.
Well, sit in it in a way that
Needful.
looks inward.
You came, and I tried to tell you something. No, that's not accurate. And I am, after all, still a follower of the Third Light. And her scarred hand trembles a little bit, and she gives up and then uses her good hand left and pulls out. And you see the candle of faith, which for the Third Light of Quailithon is silver, which is wisdom and education in her part. And she usually wears that under, but she pulls that out. It's actually accurate to say I was sizing you up to see if I could tell you something. But you were so happy, and you told me about how even though you had been pushed off the log into the mud pit, you still had rallied everyone. Of course, they loved you, and I loved that they loved you, and I think I always will.
But you knew I was weak then.
Weak? You were a boy. I was a girl.
We still are.
I should have stayed a girl. You? Titus, you are the instrument, the goddess of truce. In the world of muscle and blood, you are a Bellator Sanctus, the first in over 2 centuries. And as I understand it, only third in your lineage. You are something. You are not merely a man. You are something beyond human now.
I am your brother first. You know that. You've always known that.
You'll remember that I stopped coming down almost entirely. You'll remember that I begged her to install a bar on my door. And you were hurt and you didn't understand and I didn't explain it well. By the way, it was not her. It was not her who installed that bar. She failed. She failed utterly. She failed entirely. What's worse, she was complicit. I know you have a very different picture of her. She loved you. She thought the sun rose and set on you, as well she should. You understand all of this, I say, without bitterness toward you in my heart. I have already made my peace with what I said and didn't say then, and I cannot fairly direct that rage at you.
But you can.
But I mustn't.
Why?
Because you're going to have a choice to make at the end of all of this. And you have to make it as you. But we're getting there.
What is it, Livia?
Can I make an insight check before she says anything? Just kind of glean what she's getting at.
You can, and unfortunately, this was her nat 20.
Really?
Not surprised.
Damn!
As you look,
My +7.
as you look, and you feel into her, what Trisley told you some time ago now rings true again. Mm. This is definitely someone who understands needful pain in ways that many of the Death Tamers themselves don't, because she's lived it. She's had no choice but to live it.
I also want to insight very specifically to see if I feel like she's in pain to where some level of like healing through song would like benefit her, like bring her comfort to her pain. I'm trying to understand her pain.
She is bearing it as a patrician woman should. You haven't been here very long, but one of the shared values of your culture and this culture is that the leadership has enormous endurance for whatever happens. Stoicism. Having said that, with your nat 20, you...
Sick. I can't believe I rolled that.
Nice.
I'm on fire.
You do not think that she would accept it at this time.
Okay.
Or at least in this moment.
Speaking of which, Grim gave us 5 gifties.
Yay!
Grifties are back.
Thanks, buddy.
Yay, Grifties are on the menu. Wonderful. Thank you, Grift.
Dominic, may I say a word briefly?
Sure.
My sister was Askikotl and chosen. My twin sister, I am chosen. Looks like red, Titus. My lord, Dominique is chosen. Is there a possibility that a well within you has not been opened?
No. You remember, of course, our entirely ordinary father.
Yes.
And you remember how he
met his end.
Sulked. Maybe you didn't. Waisa did. Remember, Publia put her onto an investigation of who killed Lord Falco.
Yes.
And Wace's verdict was that he was a lord without a purpose.
I do.
She was too polite to say it. I'm not right now. He was a waste. We all know that Uncle Julius should have survived and he should have died. But that's not what happened, is it?
It's not the fate.
And in his irrelevance, some of his... And see, this, and she begins to pace, this is what I have spent the most time on, I believe. I saw the moves and counter moves that I made. I saw the mistakes. I was the callow youth of 9 winters. But I was smart. I was damn smart. And I learned quickly. And I knew who my allies were, and who my enemies were, and who the casualties were going to be. And I have always wondered, and wondered, and wondered, if he had had a purpose, if he had had something relevant to do in this city, if, so many ifs, if our impossibly strong grandsire had had a whit of common sense and seen what his own son was turning into. Surely if our granddame had survived longer, she would have seen it. I've read her journals. Her mind was at least my equal and probably my better.
What are you saying, Livia?
Even now, Titus. Even now?
I want you to say it.
Say what?
What happened?
That they failed completely and utterly? No. That Titus Invictus didn't want to know? That Rutilius, our own seneschal, did know and turned a blind eye? That I went begging to our mother for aid and succor as I should? And you know what she told me? You know what that ineffable bitch told me? She told me that I was making it up, that I was lying. And she slapped me, and she told me that she would do worse if I ever came to her or anyone else again.
She was sick.
She was horrid. Even now you are defending her memory.
I have nothing to defend.
That man who walked around in human skin. Yes, Titus. I was his first victim, but not his last. And from 9 winters to 10 winters to 11 winters to 12 fucking winters, he would sate his appetites upon me as he felt, and no one lifted a finger to stop him. Do you know why it stopped? Because I timed out of his gaze. I timed out of his gaze.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, fuck!
Can I stop her from, like, hitting him, or...
I would even just not even allow you to.
Okay.
Do you force the issue?
Yeah. I will.
Okay. Make a reaction feat. We'll say it's straight.
I'm going to contest with her.
Okay, roll.
Will it be based on
Stick your face in
dexterity?
the way.
Okay.
That is an 11.
God damn it. Okay. Yeah, you beat me, but out by like 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your hand is just a little slow because it's so shocking.
Yeah.
And then there's this weird like loop where she cracks you with all. Actually, she's withered a bit. She used to be 6 feet, 200 pounds. She's a born woman. But she cracked you with about. She's lost a lip, so maybe about 180 pounds worth of force, and then kind of spins almost clumsily and like walks in a circle.
Yeah.
Away, and then comes back to you. And
I'll actually move forward to kind of support her. Like if it looks like she's like
Gonna
kind of
fall.
stumbling
Oh, yeah.
forward, I kind of take her arm, and once I see she's standing, I'm now standing next to her, looking back at the others.
you feel on the arm, she allows you to absorb her excess force and then pushes off of it and quickly straightens her dress. And for a moment, there's some of the old Livia there. I apologize, that was uncalled for.
It wasn't.
She's right. It wasn't. I never thought he could be so foul.
I told our mother, and that was as far as my strength could bring me. And the matter would have passed, and we all would have dealt with it in our ways.
I would have skinned him alive.
I know. And then you would have been accused. You would have committed the worst crime that there is by our people's lights, which is to kill the father, patricide. It is unforgivable.
His crimes are what is unforgivable.
Mayhaps, Titus. But our laws are ancient and powerful and irrevocable.
And like we can't change them.
He did not stop with me because he knew any shame.
Atsari?
Hatsadi. And I thank the Lord of Light that she is not on this observatory at this moment. She was 9, as I was 9. I was 13. And when I found them that night, as he had dragged her into the pantry,
You did nothing wrong.
I had begged and pleaded with Quaelathon to deliver me. I had asked, and when that went unanswered, I asked him for insight and for knowledge and for cleverness so that I could get around this monster. And by the time you had become a man and I had become a woman, my prayers had changed. I wished that there was a way that I could have exposed him. Because if I had put that stink under our grandsire's nose, then he would have had no choice. And as the sovereign of Juramentum, he could have taken even a patrician's head. He could have declared him Nephis, an enemy of the state, and killed him. That's not how it played out.
You brought in gods to have a conversation, is what happened.
No, Mitra. Do you know who answered me in my hour of need?
Who? I'm dying to know.
Not Quaelathon. Yes, well, so was my father.
Oh,
Not Loyatar. Although I admit I feel a certain kinship with that ethos.
you didn't.
Not Tawea, who did not yet exist in the world of muscle and blood for a second time or third or whatever. No. I felt her presence, yes, but it was too distant. No.
But you.
The god of twisted love came to me. I knew not him. I just knew that he was a beautiful man who was offering me a way out.
No! And Devon runs against the wall.
There's no more.
No, I don't think.
I apologize. My father.
You will control yourself, or you will leave.
The same.
I'm sorry to hear that, truly, Devon. I am
The same.
sickened. And yes, I took what he gave, and the pact was struck. And using that strength, I destroyed him utterly, as I never could before. And that brute respected the only thing that he ever understood, which was force.
Some twisted love. And from the details I heard of your kidnapping,
Shut up, Mitra.
He's just stating facts.
You speak with no empathy. The woman has known nothing but suffering her entire existence.
And I have not.
And you kind of gaze into this empty socket.
I don't know what all you've been through, but if you have known suffering such as hers, you would think you could show some empathy in the moment.
You didn't ask for it. I know you didn't.
But it was provided.
It was. And I know. It was probably the only thing that you could see that you asked for. A way out. And I understand it. I do.
I was not going to let that monster destroy me.
And I look at you with reverence.
And I certainly wasn't going to allow him to begin on another. That was not going to happen. Not on my watch.
And you didn't. You didn't at all. What you did was ask this god to walk among us in a way that has changed the course of everything.
She didn't ask. He came to her, took advantage, like he did my father.
But you did ask, did you not?
I accepted. It's a distinction without a difference to him.
Hmm.
No, I did not ask, but I accepted.
You know they all have their own motives up there.
Of course.
I above all know exactly what that means. You would fit among the followers of Loyator, my friend. You understand this pain more than anyone else. And I admire you. I do. Don't scoff at me like I know nothing.
It is not your feelings that I worry about, reprieved Matra.
Well, just know you have my support.
Nor mine. It comes to this. And for the record, that was the only time I have ever used his gifts, and it is the only time that I ever will. I'm sorry, Titus, even to save your life. That was the end. Because I do have my immortal soul to think of. If there can be any redemption for that. But it comes to this. I, Livia, Attila, Glabria, Vaughan, have committed patricide. No matter the circumstance, no matter the reasons. And by our most ancient laws, Lord Titus Metellus Glabrio Vaughan, you must declare me Nephis and execute me.
Oh, this is foolishness. This surely is not the way of your people.
Or the entire dream will shatter. They will not accept a father slayer. Not even me. And you know that to be true.
Titus.
But I will.
Then everything the last 3 generations have fought for will be ash. It will shatter.
What comes from ash? What comes from burning? Livia, if I was to know, I would have thanked it to you when I met him on the field for what you did for him. It's a god of love before being twisted. I would have called upon him for you too. Patricide or not, we are not monsters.
Lakala, because you're standing near her, there is a subtle shift. It's nothing in the body language. You just feel her weighing something very carefully right now. And when her good eye flicks over to the side of the keep, you know, even in her pain, even in this extreme moment, she is a very intelligent woman. And part of this outburst was to maneuver herself very close to the side.
I'm just sticking right at her side. Just not touching her at all. just right there.
There is another way. A third option. One that restores honor, the sense of rightness to the folk of Juramentum, and leaves you unsullied. The dream intact.
No.
The dream intact.
It's all a dream. I'm gonna walk forward and I'm gonna grab her by the arm and not let go.
The moment comes. She glances to her side. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
If not, I have a plan B. I have a plan B. I have a plan B. I have a plan B.
Can we transfer morale?
No. If you have inspiration, you can transfer it.
That is a 19.
Oh, yeah.
Needed that.
Yeah, thank God.
On the die?
Oh no, sorry, 11 plus 7.
Okay. 19 total.
18.
Nice.
She hesitates, and in the hesitation, then you have her arm.
Stop.
You see, in that tiny fragment of sight that you have from time to time after being the Bellator Sanctus, you see the thread where just now she jumped off the side head first.
I'm gonna pull her closer into me. Patricide is not a crime, for what the crimes he committed fall will pass judgment. If I am not the emissary, the Bellator Sanctus, of the goddess of truth, the one thing that I know above more than Atil, than Titus Invictus, than Livia, Metella, Labriavon, is justice. You served it. I pass the hammer. I swing the sword. For justice. I claim what is right. And what you did was what you were born to do. It was the only action that you could have taken. Livia, you made your action out of love. You would have never have done anything if it wasn't to protect someone else. That's what our blood is made of. You did it for her, and now I do it for you.
Can even a Bellator Sanctus absolve that?
A brother can.
It's not a brother that they need.
But it's what you need. And I need you. Livia.
I love the dream just as much as you do.
You don't think that any god knows that? Because all you've ever done is protect it. All you've ever done is protect. From Asani to me. From every person down there to know what it was that you went through. You were protecting them. Let me protect you.
If they know he did that, it will destroy their faith in our family and our Grand Dame's vision. Gods above, Titus, can't you see that? If I die a clean death, even if it's an accident, then it's easy.
Nothing worth anything in this life is easy, Livia. Nothing. If a Bellator Sanctus can forgive you, then let a brother. I blame myself for killing her. And I could never live with the thought of anything happening to you for me. Stop this. Please. The only thing we can do now is heal.
I made a mistake, didn't I? You should be reading this in a letter. And I should have fallen on my own dagger.
You know what I would have done then. Because you were protecting me. Livia, stop. Please. Forget your candle. Follow what is right.
My faith is always in you first. But I need you to place your faith in me now. Please.
If you, as head of family, order me to wait your judgment in public, I will.
I've called forth them all to come. This is the day I declare myself Lord.
And you would have my crimes sully that day? No.
It's my decision to make.
That it is.
Come, please.
I need to tell it, Sadi. She needs to know. I've had a child lying for me for 3 years, compounding my sin.
May I be there?
Yes. Yes.
I love you.
I have always and will always love you, brother.
Come, let's get off this godforsaken roof.
And she walks out.
Oh my god. Whew.
Jeez, fucking Christ, yo.
Wow.
Rough.
Damn. That's some art right there.
And that kid
art
did
in
hide her
this
secret
house.
well too, man. I tried to get it out of her and she's like, no. My gosh, day one. Jeez. Before like Mitra would leave, like they'll signal to Titus of like, whenever you're ready, I would like to talk with you. But take your time, kind of deal.
Everyone gets up with tears in his eyes. I apologize, Dominic. It was painful to hear the story, as my father acts the same way and has done similar things. And I bear witness to one almost. I did not defend her.
You have nothing to apologize for. None of you do.
You do this city proud with your decision, Titus.
Thank you, Asa.
Oh, shit.
Ow.
Oh,
Ow.
dude.
That was very, very...
No, don't regret the decision. Don't take it back. No takes back. No take backs.
I made that very, very
Sorry.
on purpose.
You did. I
yeah.
couldn't help my... Sorry.
That was very
Couldn't help
on
myself.
purpose.
That was really good.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Or you can just come over to my tent.
For the time being, can one of you find Grip?
I will do that.
I can go if you want, or briefed.
Please.
Who are you? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Smiles a little bit.
Secretly hear them.
Yeah, she's just kind of sitting.
Yeah, Ashani's kind of like hearing this from the trap door, just like, man, how did they do it up there?
It's rough up there. Wow.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm not up there. But I will give another nod to Asti and I'll have her come with me.
She leans over and she says, "What a priestess she will make."
Here you
Done
go
me.
for a beloved.
I'm scared. I don't want to do this.
Don't make me regret taking responsibility, please. I've
Never.
already made peace with it.
Never. Grip.
Yeah?
Nothing serious going on over there.
One rough scene to another one.
Finally, we can take a breath and relax.
Yeah, just an easy breeze.
Chill out.
Easy
Yeah.
breeze.
Really
back,
need a
have a
palate
drink.
cleanser.
Habibi. And
Tijana.
What am I, to thee?
You know this word? Kajana?
In a dream?
The closest translation in Darrow is treasure. But it is far grander than that. These mortals, they think of treasure as something shiny. They take their power and they give it to coins and spears. They put faith in despots, tyrants, and fools.
Where does your faith reside?
With you! In the dragon's tongue. Treasure. Even some of my kin are swayed by the pretty things.
Oh, yes.
It is the thing without which you cannot be. That which is more important than you, than what you want. It is what you are.
A baby. Who could take me from your heart?
None but you.
I will not go. I will not go. My time in the world of Muslim blood may be shortly ending. 3 days, I think. Perhaps 4.
Really trying to restrain the roar. You can feel the mana starting to ripple around him, involuntary.
I just nod in acknowledgement. Maddeningly neutral and serene. But you will have me. You will have the parts that matter. You will know what it will have been to have been seen fully. To have heard the rifts and rills in thy psyche. To have had them sampled and experienced and danced through and delighted. And verily, we only exist in each moment and breath. Are you a greedy dragon that you would want more than 19 days when each exchange is an eternity? The man who preceded me as leader of the Death Tamers believed that he could force immortality. Believe me, it's not everything people think it is. In fact, in a very limited sense, I gave him exactly what he asked for.
Oh, he actually might have broken just a little bit there.
As you think of the floating skull, yes.
Hell yeah.
And I would be delighted if you kept him companionship. We also must think of your cousin, Mohinder. There is a baby green dragon in my tent, Habibe. He will not live if he does not have a place to be. And he will not mind, he will try to kill others, or eat them.
Wherever I am is his place. And just like look back to Macarius, thinking like it's kind of the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like dragons. I met one, but I like them. Well, we'll see if you have that same opinion, Macarius, once you've met Mohinder. He can be temperamental.
You have no idea.
I like it when you say my name. Ain't never anybody had such, I don't know, flowery like.
Do you know what I realized after this summit?
Tell me.
My sister, she had the sight.
Profoundly.
I don't know how much like yours it was or wasn't.
Stronger than my baseline, actually.
But some fractured part of it still resides within me, I think.
I know it does. I've tasted it.
I saw a timeline. I saw a path where you and I ruled that fucking empire. Can you believe that?
I can. Would you want that?
I don't know.
Habibi, I can no longer see the threads. Not with perfect clarity. But there is a third person in that thread with us. Oh.
Bestia.
She is magnificent. This is the one that you met.
The one, yes.
This is the one who calls to your flesh as I call to your soul.
Just so.
Good match. Good match.
But only with you. It only would have worked with you. And I don't even want that. I just want you. We could leave this place. I don't care for this city.
And go where, Habibi?
Where the trees sing, the water dances, and the earth blooms. Anywhere.
I am supposed to understand needful pain better than any living creature in Terra. And sometimes I think maybe I do. In moments like this, I realize I'm still a fool. I would love to do that. A teal walks. He has already, of course, come to me and offered his services. I have firmly declined. He will come again at my moment of greatest weakness and pain. I am not afraid of that. I'm afraid of you and him. Your line has a very nasty habit of getting entangled in his machinations. Your grandsire, he made his entire career as Archmage to thwart that god, and he did.
How delicious he would find it.
Of course.
To have me unravel it.
And he will.
And he will.
I am telling you this all, Habibi, not because I want you to hurt. Not even because I want you to experience needful pain. That is not the path that you have chosen to walk, and I respect that. And I would never attempt to inveigle you into anything otherwise. I am telling you this to forewarn you. Because the moment will come where you would desperately want to do anything to save me. It is how people have been controlled throughout all of human history. We are not above it.
That was one of the things my sister tried to stress above all others. So many people seek the gravedigger to reclaim what they've lost. They never find it. There was a time I considered it, despite her many warnings. But I thought I had made my peace with that. That is not... That to do so would sully the gift that she gave.
Habibe, Loyatar gave me a gift when I made this decision. But I'm not quite ready to give it yet, because to give it would be, despite all of my words, it would be giving up. I'm not ready to give up. I'm going to try to find my inner pathways, see if there is any way that I could convert to being mortal again. I was not going to say that because I do not want you to feel the stupid pain of false hope. But I understand now you are a man. However young, however callow, you are an adult. You should sit with these decisions and know them. So know that that is what my intent is. There are many politics. There are many decisions that must be navigated as well. I know you understand that. Justikar Mirza will be rightly furious with me. I asked him to change his entire life, indeed, to shift his sacred religion, and he did, because of me. We came west because of me. We made a pact with outsiders unthinkable, let me assure you, by the old ways, because of me. And now, I may very well leave them all. And Mirza will be powerless for all of his formidable arcane might to do anything. Mitra is my choice, by the way. They will have to...
Mitra.
Yes. Ashtiani is almost solely focused on the martial. Mirza is completely beholden to the old ways and has no vision, despite his genius intellect.
Do they respect her?
Not enough, but they will. She will have to earn it, as all do. As I did. She will die in the north, but not for many, many winters.
The decision is made, then.
It is one thread. Let me caveat this all by saying, when I saw my past self, when I sent myself back, when the Sisters of Tessera and Stormwarden undid some of the rules for me briefly and allowed me to travel, I will never fully comprehend those motives. They are as close to gods as mid-powers. I don't know with certainty, Habibe, that I came back to the correct thread. I believe I did. I believe events will unfold as I remember. But I could be wrong.
Daunting.
Yes. Mirza is the only one who knows. The only one I could really explain it to. Now, probably, I can tell the others. And we will vote. We will vote. And we will trust in the wisdom of our body politic, because it is greater than any individual.
How wonderful would it have been to see that flame kindled elsewhere?
Democracy at heart. Extraordinary. You have every reason to be a tyrant, or at least to think yourself a god amongst men. And yet the thing that you regret, I see it in your eyes, the thing that you regret is that humankind is not free.
Why should it be mine alone?
Oh, Habibe, you are more beautiful even than I could understand. Thank you. I'm going to need to sleep soon.
I will stay with you.
The decision was made. I do not know the outcome. I cannot see that anymore. But I can feel it's passing. The inflection point has come and gone. Another one tonight. I see you.
I see you.
Juramentum begins to gather, don't he? Everin, Lakala, you somehow have divined, and no, this is sure as hell not scripted, that you should be in formal wear for the evening.
Hey!
And so you are in the dress that Wesa was secretly making in the event that this event, of course she didn't know all the parts to be happening, but she was essentially making his assumption of headship a dress for that occasion.
See, all of you guys are underdressed. How embarrassing.
I'll be present. I'll go back and like see if I could change and.
I have a nice style clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll actually go. Well, did we have any of our stuff unloaded by that time?
Oh, from the ship,
the summit, yeah.
Or from the summit, some.
Okay.
Some of it.
Okay. Then she'll like don the outfit she wore to the summit. Then.
Okay.
Like a more like dressed up, kind of like more regal version.
Mir, as he sees you preparing to leave the camp, or actually entering it and then leaving, Mirza comes back, and he's left this pool of blood that's inside of your camp. And as he comes back, he just shakes his head and says, "The magic has fled. It has gone elsewhere, or was drawn elsewhere. It seems that we have waited too long. So be it."
If it was anything, if it means anything to you, it was probably her decision.
You are in formal garb. There's a needful event tonight.
Yes, actually. Titus is declaring himself leader of Juramentum.
About damn time.
I assumed that he was already in charge when we got here.
Well, de facto he was, but I cannot educate these people on their own powers.
I tried to at the summit, but he got a little bit. He let me step in.
Well, what miracles never cease.
I
Very
did
well.
wait for them.
I will come with you.
Thank you.
They need to, regardless of how I feel or what's going on here, they need to see our hierarchy shoulder to shoulder reprieved. And that's just the way of it. We cannot
agree.
allow outsiders to see cracks within our own faction.
No.
Not right now.
I will find Beloved and the Green One later.
Oh, I'll find them.
The green one.
You better not kill him, please. I mean, you can punch him. I'll allow it, but
Reprieved. You would be surprised what you can survive.
he's also flame resistant.
Oh, good.
He's like, no, I am. Not spread that rumor. Please do not spread the rumor that I am flame resistant.
Nah, he might be flame resistant.
All right, so
Ardent.
Mirza says, give me 10 flickers and I'll join you. He turns.
And Mirza, I know you haven't agreed with me on what I have done since we left, but I respect you staying here a lot. And I respect you for everything that you've done, for my family, for me, for Yusuf. I wouldn't be here without you, actually. And I prize your guidance and your experience. And I need you by my side to help me move forward. Even I haven't felt this since, well, you know. I don't have to tell you.
No, you don't. And I do. And this... Ugh. West. Always west.
Oh, I know. I know.
And here we are going back east into this fucking city.
Nothing better.
So,
I'll do a little hug. Just kind of like a little, maybe, come on, come on.
and a hand comes out and gives you a pat.
You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, take what you Denied.
I'll take it. That's honestly the closest Mirza will ever come to a hug. Ever. And then I'll head over.
Okay. You all know that something is brewing in the hut, in Figulus Nice's hut, but first things first. This tension cannot abide. It's impossible. It's inhuman. And Grip, when you finally get there, because of course you're the last of the fellowship, there is perhaps a scene I'll pick up with. But to Mirza and the other hierarchy's great consternation, there is an ailing Trisley.
Am I carrying Trisley to this?
Are you? Are you going to this event, or are you going to the Death Tamer camp?
Oh, I thought you were saying... I thought we were jumping in time to the event taking place.
You could. Like, are you carrying Trisley back to the Death Tamer camp and then coming by yourself?
I guess I was assuming that we would be going...
all together.
You can. I mean, you can. You certainly can. Okay.
I'm gonna drag her sick, sleepy ass all the way out there. She said she needed to go to sleep.
Yeah, she's kind of dozy.
She's kind of
dozing. And
Do I see you?
Mac, as you get close, is like, don't like crowds.
Me either.
Don't like crowds.
Stay close to me.
In a crowd?
In the crowd.
In the crowd.
Fuck's.
Let him get the stress out.
Yeah, his little twitches.
Yeah. Little fidget spinners.
Okay. So, Lakala, you're dressed to impress. Devrin, you run back to Marcus's family hut.
I get changed. You
grab your things there.
There's a ritual that it's part of this doctrine that I've written around major events of like birth, marriage. I consider this a major event. When would be appropriate for me to do Tolok's blessing? Before, after, during? I know he also obviously has a different god, but I would want to perform that appropriately.
Since this is truly terra incognita, you probably want to ask him, the person who's to whom you were giving the or in service of that you were giving the blessing to.
Right.
Because I could see arguments. I could see arguments for all three of those actually, especially beginning and ends.
Okay.
Because not to go too meta here, but like you, Donnie, as Titus as the new head of Juramentum, like official dignitas, the whole thing, head of Juramentum, are going to have to decide how all of these new religions somehow coexist with each
100%.
other. Because it's not just the Great Mother. That was an easy lift in a sense.
Yeah.
You know?
It was the little people did it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, makes perfect
It was,
sense.
you know, the Great Mother and Quaelathon, and of course you've had all of your trials and tribulations trying to get into Wea, and now you have additional deities showing up, sometimes literally.
Hello.
Case in point.
Okay, so Livia tells Etsadi, and you just see this girl who has borne this hideous secret for 3 winters now, collapse and sob, and that healing has only just started, and gods only know how long that's going to take.
I would start like, the second that she would have collapsed, I would want to help her up, look in her eyes entirely and be like, I pray to have your strength.
Livia waves you away at the beginning of it, waits, and then when Atsadi has had a chance to collect herself a little bit, you're able to have that interaction with her, and she can't answer you. I mean, she just she looks away.
Is this during prep, essentially?
Yeah, this is as the town is gathering.
I would
over
like
there.
to.
Domini, may I have a brief moment?
Yes, Devon.
Pollock would like to give his blessing of this. It's a ritual. It's something that came from the words of Wesa. He holds this out.
For me to read.
At the appropriate time, I want all of the... She would like all of her friends in the Chosen to read this, yes. But from here has derived a doctrine. She brought about Tolok in this world through the creation, as well as rituals of Tolok's blessing. I would like to understand when you, if you would, grant Tolok and myself the privilege of blessing this occasion. This is a major occasion, my lord. And I need your advice on when such things should happen. There are many religions in Juramentum.
My shores welcome all faiths.
Thank you. Just let me know when is appropriate.
There'll be time. Marcus will let you know.
There you go. All right, so I'm skipping ahead a little bit, and we may backtrack to get some details in. Obviously, Marcus is going to have something to say about that and integrating the face and all that.
A silly little candle in the cave. Silly little candle.
Just a little.
Casual.
But essentially, Titus, you're looking out and you see this, and I've said it before, this battered but unbroken city, who has sacrificed a generation now of almost all of its young men and many of its young women have fallen already in defense of this, of the dream and of the physical space that is its manifestation here in Terra. And as you're looking out over these people, it's very different. It has a very different feel to it from when you were last addressed the city with Lucretia Vale,
Yeah, with Vale
at your side. They know rumors are swirling. All kinds of rumors are swirling, both intimate and grand, about the madness of your lady sister, about impending doom, about a betrayal, about the unthinkable that one of the Kuand is in on the betrayal, and many others. And so you're looking out there and you see people, faces, looking for answers, looking for, above all, reassurance. And you face them with the assembled fellowship, having gotten there in different ways. And that is where we will pause.
I was ready to go, but
What? No special ceremony for you yet.
my people,
I just got dressed up for this.
all dressed up for nothing.
Y'all, faraway friends, thank you so much for
That was a soul drainer.
for being with us and for being along on this journey. So if you have anything, if any of you need to discuss anything, I'm also available on Discord if you want to talk through that, or if you want to talk to any of the cast too.
Always
to help
available.
process that. Like that's always a thing, but like that's always been a thing. But like that's really a thing after this episode, or with people that you trust.
Well, we're on hiatus.
Well, and we are on hiatus after this, and we'll have, as Caitlin so well announced at the beginning, we will be having Curse of Strahd, same time slot every Tuesday, 7 p.m. And I hope to see you there. At least some of us will be in the chat every time too, so that's a lot of fun to be able to be in the chat, as well
Ask the chat.
as well as gaming or
What's up,
jamming or
chat?
playing. So till then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you here soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.